What's going on, guys? I'm Mr. Lazyboy Tim coming at you with another Rice Sunday, and today I'm checking out Battle Shell, or Storage Shell, Donnie, because Donnie already has a Battle Shell like in the TV series. Now, first and foremost, this figure looks really goofy because the front ends of his Battle Shell, like on the back, it's molded in this purple piece, but because the fronts of his Battle Shell are attached to this piece, they're done in yellow, and I guess they just couldn't afford to paint this. Which is very unfortunate because this looks awful. I might actually just have to do an amateur customs on this one and paint it because it is not good. Like that is look how ridiculous that looks. That's just not good. What the hell? Anyway, I need to shave that because what the hell is that? He doesn't have a switch on the side of his head. What the hell? Like I know that's just how the piece is made, but still that's weird. But let's actually review this figure because that's what you guys came here to see. The face sculpt is really nice. He has this weird little like eyebrow raised, yet he has a very like he has a very flat, semi-smiling expression, yet his eyebrow is raised, so it just looks really goofy. The eyes are, I was gonna say they're painted well, but there's a little bit of a slippage here. This one, it's bleeding a little onto the line, but that's okay, I guess. He's got the goggles molded on. These are actually nicer. I think the basic figure has them flip-flopped. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this side's supposed to be on this side, or maybe I'm getting it wrong. I wasn't paying attention. I rewatched the Rise finale like 3 weeks ago, but I don't remember what side Donnie's thing is. Actually, looking at my poster now, it is accurate. I remembered I have a Rise poster next to me for those of you who saw my earlier videos where you can actually see my poster in the back of my videos. And he doesn't have his eyebrows painted. That's unfortunate, but I mean for the trade-off of having his eyebrows painted versus having this painted, I would have gone with this painted. But at the same time, I'm not going to excuse it, and you'll see why in just a moment. He has the little painted like little rectangles that he has on his wrist. This one, it's kind of got washed out, unfortunately. I think that might just be my figure, but I don't think so. Here he also has them. On here they're actually, oh god, that's out of focus. Here they actually has them, again, they get kind of washed out a little bit, unfortunately. They're on the legs too. They're actually not where they're so, Jesus Christ, these thighs. They're actually supposed to be on the side of his legs, not on the front. I don't know why they did that. I mean, his legs already look like they're pointing off to the side, but like this is just, you got the copyright inside. That's just not it. I don't know what they were thinking. Plastron on this one is actually really good. It's nice. It's like the TV show. I like the way I like it. So they get points from me from that. They have it in that nice little curved, not that little spikiness from the movie. I don't like that. So that's nice. Of course, I did just talk about how this doesn't match. That's a big thing for me. These elbow pads are huge on this figure. Like, oh my god. Like, that is just way too big. Like, oh my gosh. This figure looks so bad. Like, you can see all like little bits of molded extra plastic. It looks good in person. It's just here because it's all up close. It's kind of bad. You got these cylinder blocks for elbow pads. And this is where my problem comes in with this figure. Is that the arms, however, are reused pieces from the Donnie. And also, I'm pretty sure the hands are too. The arms and hands are reused pieces from that original Donnie basic figure. And I know this because he has these little straps along his arm, and also this doesn't go all the way around. It only goes through half of his arm, but in the TV series, it goes all the way around. However, here, he has these little straps here that he does not have at all. I don't understand that. And this is painted. It's kind of mediocre because there's these little seam lines here. What the hell? But yeah, and there's also this little band here, and you're probably thinking, what's that for? Well, it's meant to be like the other thing, like this. It's supposed to fill up the rest of the arm, because in the TV series, this thing covers his whole like part of his arm. It covers up his whole elbow. Same here. Oh, this here is actually a bigger offense, because look at this. He has these armbands. They're molded too. Like, look, you can see like it goes up and back and down. That he does not have these in the TV series. I don't get it. He has these gloves though. You can see the little imprints. He has gloves. He has these gloves in the series. They should have just... Was it that hard to, like, not repurpose these old arms and just make new arms and... Just make new arms, actually. That's all you need to do. Just make the new arms. Or just add a little extra, like, little something to here. You didn't have to reuse those molds. Like, what the heck, Playmates? Get better. You did get better with the Meat and Mayhem line, but, like, what the hell, man? Why couldn't you do it for this? This was, like, your main TV series for a bit. This is just a little movie. It's getting a show. But, like, not for a while. So that's a very important thing. They should have just swapped the paint from here onto here, and I could have just sanded this down myself. That would have been so much easier on me, save me the time, but I'm going to have to paint these hands. I'm going to paint these hands. Now that I've made this video, I'm going to paint these hands, and maybe even just the battle shell, so stay tuned for amateur customs on that. And the belt here is actually not too offensive because on here it actually looks nice. On Donnie it looks nice here. The other ones it didn't look good, but on Donnie it looks really, really nice. So I might just leave that like that if I do an amateur customs. Because if I do an amateur customs, I'm going to paint everything. Like I'm going to add like little clay around the arm to make it look more full. I'm going to paint the hands, the marks, the eyebrows, the battle shell, and these little things because he's supposed to have these little like lenses in here that are red and blue, but they're not painted on here because it's a $10 toy. Not even $10, so it's $8.46 at Walmart. Heck of a steal. And onto the legs, again, you kind of have a problem here because like they like, I don't know what they did, if they like underpainted it, because like there's like a little gap here that just doesn't belong. I don't know what it's for. It's really weird. And you got the big old cinder blocks for knee pads again. And this is the thing with my figure, copy of the figure, is that it's very, very, very loose. Like the peg is just not, it's not even the peg, it's the plastic. It's too wide. There's too big of a gap to keep it from staying in all the way. So it's just very loose. That's a very big problem. This figure falls over all the time, which is unfortunate because I'm always putting him in the most poses on my shelf because he's the one who poses the most in the series. And he also has these weird things on the back, which I assume is also because they repurposed the mold from the basic figure. That might be why these, actually no, because this leg fits in just fine. But this leg, however, it doesn't. Donnie doesn't have this in the TV series. He has just like full, like leg pads like Leo, except on the basic, I'm pretty sure the arm, I don't know. On the Leo battle shell figure, he had wraps instead of just like the normal socks that he has. That's also a thing I forgot to mention in that video, is that he has little wraps instead of the actual like armbands, which they made new molds. They corrected that on the arms of Leo, but not on the basic but not on the feet because they reused those parts. And he does have the TV accurate toes, nice, but he does not have this gap. And he also has this little piece here. I don't know what this for. Cause look, I opened this up, right? I guess we'll just get into this part of the video next. And I take out his bow staff. Why did they need to put this here? There is nothing that gets in the way when you put this in like that. Like, look, I plug this in, if it will let me. I close this back up, because, hold on a second. I close this back up. What part sticks out? What part gets in the way? I have no idea what happened here. This should have been just nice. And honestly, they should have filled this in. Like, if you want to add Sheldon here so you can have the little, his little helicopter thing, don't, because not only will it not fit, it will slide right out. Like you can put it in and it'll just fall out. What they should have done is add a little extension to like have Sheldon right here, because this is where he comes out. He like goes here and then he flips up in the TV series. And he got a little bit of dust in the crevices. I need to clean that. Anyway, this is just a very not pleasant figure. Donnie has so much going on that the figure is like genuinely almost kind of, it's borderline really bad, like because of just how good he is in the series. Well, he fell over. I guess let's get into his back. It's the same Ninja Star as always. Actually, I think this one's slightly smaller because like it fits in there way too well. And honestly, something I actually like about this figure is this neat little design here. Like this thing is in a circle, which is really nice because in the TV show, his soft shell is it's a nice little oval, which is just very accurate to the TV show. I applaud them for this little detail. Thank you, Playmates. I appreciate this one detail that you guys actually did. And I feel like they just shrunk the mold for this Ninja Star. It doesn't look as big as. Hold on a second. I actually have the other Mikey on here. It's the same. Actually, it's a different Ninja Star entirely. It's a similar mold, but some of the details are washed out. But I'm pretty sure it's the same. It's just slightly smaller. That's actually cool. And they also made the ring thinner to accommodate they made the ring smaller to accommodate the shell. That's nice, actually. So I'm just gonna take this out, this little bow staff, and here it is. It is super short. Like, look at this. It is embarrassing. Also, like Donnie's bow staff is like up to here in the TV show, and so for it to be like barely here, that's just really sad. You can put it in his hands. He doesn't hold it well. It just hangs around like that. That sucks. And it does fold up. Honestly, I like it. It works for this toy because in the TV series it does kind of fold up into itself, and like it's just like this one little bar, and where she just stores under his shell. Like it's meant to store like this. They didn't do it on here, but like I would have liked to have one day gotten an accessory with just this little bar. That way we could just put it under a shell like it's meant to be in the TV series. So I'm gonna give them a little points for this because it's semi-accurate. Not really, but A for effort. Close that back up. And he also has these little like one thing that separates him from his brothers is his bandana, because the ends of this one, while they're slightly long, they are like just completely copped up. Like they're flat because Donnie has cut them off with scissors. But in the finale, when their bandana tails grow longer, they also grow longer and kind of, I don't know, I don't remember if they're flat, but I think they go back to normal, or not normal, but they're definitely longer. That's it. Sculpt work on this figure is like a C because of the amount of reused parts, but also the reused parts that aren't accurate. Like it doesn't help whatsoever that this is reused or no, this is like a C. Like it is not good, and this thing doesn't even want to close up anymore. Let me pull his head. So this is like a C on sculpt work. Paint work, oh my gosh, so much of this figure is unpainted. Like this. I no. So I'm gonna have to give this guy like also a C. Honestly, C minus, because what the hell is that? Sculpt work, like reused parts that aren't accurate to the TV show. This catastrophe, honestly, I'm gonna give it F. F, because I don't even really like the expression all too much. I'm just F. So this guy is gonna be our first D on this channel. This guy's a D. Not really that good. He could have been great, but unfortunately he just fell victim to reused parts. So for that, I'm gonna have to give him a D. But with all that negativity out of the way, thank you guys for watching. I know this isn't that good of a kind of video. It's just that I'm trying really hard to keep these more streamlined, not ramble so much. But also just because this is not that good of a toy. I'm sorry. I've apologized for not liking toys in the past. I didn't like that Mutant Mayhem Splinter, but this is just one of those cases where I just didn't like the toy. And I'm upset about that because I like the toy, or I like the show. It's just that this one isn't that good. But it's better than the basic figure though. It's just that it's good because it's based on concept art, and this is they already had the designs ready. This this figure came out maybe a year after the show had already come out. So that's just their fault on this one, honestly. The Playmates are gonna have to take the L on this one. That's just, oh wow, you can't even see the L. They're gonna have to take the L on this one. I actually displayed Donnie with the San Diego Comic-Con bow staff from that one Donnie figure. My little brother has the San Diego Comic-Con turtles, so maybe I'll show you guys those turtles in a future video. But I like that it's nice. It's a nice purple. It's a nice purple bow staff with the silver painted on top. That's nice. It's very riveted, but that's whatever. But with that being done, I'm Mr. Lazy Boy. This has been another Rise Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video with hopefully a nicer video. Sorry about this one again. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.